Welcome everyone on this Tuesday night. This is our very first Tuesday night Servants Team Home Business Helper overview, and what we're going to talk to you about is exactly what the Home Business Helper is all about. First off, my name is Earl Teets. I'm from Troy, Montana. I am the author of the homebusinesshelper.com, and I'm the founder of the Servants Team Missionary Outreach. All the proceeds for everything you hear tonight, proceeds from all the work of everything you're hearing about tonight, there's a little bit of proceeds that go to help needy children that don't have any other options in life, help spread the gospel around the world. Very important missions for us personally, and what we're going to share with you is a way that you can set yourself free if you're willing to roll up your sleeves and go to work. There's not going to be any hype on this. All I'm going to do is share truthful facts with you. I'm going to be as quick and as blunt and as to the point as I possibly can. What I need from you is really I just need your permission to be able to speak real with you, to be able to kind of say the things sometimes that may be uncomfortable, but it leads you to the truth that sets you free. The truth isn't always the most comfortable thing in the world, but it does set us free. And whether you believe or not in Jesus, I do. And I understand the fundamentals in that book, Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth. It is the most sought after how to create success manual on the planet today. The most followed leader in all the time talks about having a harvest that you can plant seeds for that are going to multiply, some 30, some 60, and some 100-fold. And if you're finding yourself in a financial position where you're just trapped, living from paycheck to paycheck, and you think that a job is going to help you out of that trap, I can promise you this, it isn't going to happen, folks. A job keeps you just over broke. All a job is really a vehicle to step into entrepreneurship where you can actually create an income stream that you can multiply, some 30, some 60, some 100-fold. Think about it. If you're the employee, you can't really go hire somebody and multiply that financial blessing in somebody else's life. Entrepreneurship is where it's at. Hopefully you guys can see my face a little clearer now. Anyhow, what I'm going to talk to you about tonight is very truthful facts. If you understand history, success leaves clues throughout history. Home business is the highest paying industry on the planet today, folks. Every 11 seconds in just America alone, somebody somewhere is starting a home business. What's the downside? In the most lucrative market of creating income in the world, there's more people in the world trying to achieve, which means the failure rate is higher than usual. Understanding the fact that everybody wants to earn the most amount of money for the least amount of effort possible, there's tons and tons of companies out there that are rigged to, forgive my saying this, catch the suckers, the ones that want something for nothing. So they offer you all this great stuff and try to convince you that you're going to create massive success and earn your freedom with hardly any money down and absolutely no operating expenses all month, and all of a sudden you're going to make millions and thousands and millions of dollars. And I'm here to tell you, folks, that ain't how it works. It costs money to start a business, it costs money to operate a business, and it takes time and effort to put in the result, or the efforts that pay the money, which is the results of those efforts. And we're going to share with you some solutions tonight that are universal. Famous author Peter Drucker talks about being able to capitalize on a convergence, and that's when you got more than one thing that's very lucrative going on at the same time. Well, create your presence on the internet, have the online tools you need, and be able to budget your operating expenses. Now, those three things are three things universal to all entrepreneurs, so follow what I'm saying here. What if you could get paid for all three of those things on a monthly residual? And that's what the Home Business Helper is all about. We're going to talk to you first about some records that are being made. Just a couple of months ago, there were some very powerful things that took place in the internet history. This company called Internet Lifestyle Network, who you can find on the homebusinesshelper.com site under speedwealthproject.com. What did they do that's unique? Well, If you look at the best of the industry, let's take a look at John Maxwell, the most sought out leadership trainer in ministry and in the business world. I've actually got my picture taken with him. You can see him on my website with me to see what kind of extent I've gone through to learn how to lead you. But when you look at what he does, what does he market his services with? A blogging platform. And if that's what he's doing to create the fortunes that he's making, what do you think you should be doing? So you take a look at a blogging platform to advertise whatever kind of business or service that you have to offer. It's how you create your presence online. When you can do that for $37 a month and have the ability to refer that same tool to other entrepreneurs as you're building a business team, you get 2 more. And now you've generated 20 from each one of those. Now yours is paid for. The next 2 puts $40 in your pocket. And this is monthly residuals. Every month they're in business, they need the blogging platform. So every month you're going to make that residual income. In fact, a little over 2 months ago, they started this Speed Wealth project that's created success on a massive scale. There was 0 people in the Facebook group titled Earn Your First $20 Online in 24 Hours. And today there's 50,000 people in that group. Folks, if it wasn't real, it wouldn't take place. It just happens to be they're lining up the right things. If you really have the ability to sit in front of your computer, watch a video, hit pause, open up another screen, and do what the video says, and then pause and then watch the training and go a little farther, you can actually learn how to do exactly what you need to do to be successful. If you can forward an email, you've got the skills to succeed. If you can post on Facebook, you've got the skills to succeed. In the short 2 months that this Speed Wealth project has been launched, there's been a few earners that have already hit $10, $15, and $20,000 a month. We're talking about a 23-year-old kid here, folks. Let me tell you, the opportunity is just phenomenal. Now, you need a blogging platform to advertise whatever business you got if you're really trying to create your presence on the internet. So that's our first option at thehomebusinesshelper.com. Your second option is a company known as Power Lead System, PLS. TheLeadProject.biz is what it's titled in the website. And what this is this is a thing that allows you the tools that you really need on the internet. If you're building a list and you're one of the 90% of the network marketing companies that are new today that are going to be out of business in less than 3 years, probably 6 months, and I'm not trying to sound cocky, folks. The realistic statistics show that out of all the companies starting out today, over 90% of them are going to be gone in less than 3 years, most of them 6 months. So if you're not keeping track of the people that you're putting onto your team with your own email list, if that company ever tanks or goes out of business, you're unemployed. So you've got to have an email list. You've got to have autoresponders that will respond to the numbers when they're clicking on your stuff on the internet at massive scales. There's abilities for you to do amazing things. Now, the tools that most business builders use, Aweber's a really good one, and they're having a lot of luck, but I think they peak out at $30,000 before they start charging you more. PLS, $30 a month, unlimited amount on that contact list. You can learn how to create your own capture pages. You can learn how to create your own sales funnels. You can learn how to literally market anything you want that's offline, online. Think about what I'm saying to you. Maybe you know somebody that owns a pawn shop and they want to increase their sales. Well, why not throw up a website for less than $10 a month and advertise stuff? If it fits, it ships, so you know the shipping cost. And look at the most sold items that are going online. And when they come into your pawn shop, well, there's a whole nother income stream. Does it cost you a lot to take your offline business to online? Not really, when you got the tools to do it. Now, if you're a member of PLS and you offer that to that pawn shop owner, if you set them up with all that, everything costs you $15, $25 a month total, and you're charging them $200 a month to have the website, hey, that's a whole nother income stream for you just for having the tools online. Are you following what I'm saying? These are trend-seeking, income-producing tools that any entrepreneur can use. It doesn't matter what network marketing company you're working with. These are tools that you'll utilize building a network marketing company. The third option on the homebusinesshelper.com is the one I'm most excited about. And what I'm going to have to do now, folks, is this is where I'm going to have to get real with you. I realize that a lot of people are uncomfortable with health and wellness, but you also have to look at that's where the money's at, folks. Paul Zane Pilzer, the most sought-after financial forecaster in the world today, says health and wellness is where the money's at. Even when our company started in 2007, the one I'm going to share with you is option 3, projecthealthywealth.com. And the name of the company is XFuse. What I'm going to share with you is 4 transfer products that people are already spending their money on. You can give them better product, which is better quality, for less money, saving them money, meaning if they're not interested in your home business, they are interested in a solution. I've talked to you already about 2 solutions that are business tools for entrepreneurs that can pay you. Now allow me to talk to you about some very powerful things. Health and wellness is where the money's at, folks. If you look at when we got started in 2007 as a company known as XFuse, we're a second-to-market health and wellness company that decided to put W. Clement Stone's formula. If you can take a product that many people use, make it better, charge less money for it, then you're guaranteed success. Well, that's what XFuse really did with the health and wellness market. Are they a secure company? And I'm going to talk to you about 4 things. I want you to picture a stool with 4 legs on it, because if you don't have all 4 legs, that stool is going to tip over. What do you think your business is going to do? The 4th leg that most people leave out in their business presentations is the money. And what is the work that you do to earn the money? I'm going to share that with you in just a couple minutes, so hang in there. But first off, is XFuse a solid company to help you earn with? Absolutely. Here's what's unique about XFuse. They're already a global company. 7 years old, debt-free completely, globally in over 10 countries, just opened up in Mexico, folks. We're live in Mexico. Big money there. But completely global, debt-free, and one of the things that independently owned, the owners have over 70 years combined experience at taking people with no experience to $1 million incomes. That should say quite a bit. What they recognized was the ability to see a trend in motion, create the exact way to capitalize on it, and run with it. And how they did that was looking at when they got started in 2007, looking back to 1997, only 3 companies went from 0 to $1 billion. What did they all have in common? They had a single concentrated form super juice, noni juice, mangosteen juice, acai juice, very powerful. All XFuse did was thought, why come out with just one more, and why should we use that concentrated form everybody else is using? If we combine them all, that's great, and then we complete a molecule that allows them to work synergistically together and have a shelf life. It's called a chaperone molecule that's patented, so nobody else can do it the way we do it. And then by using whole food extracts rather than concentrates, 40% more bioavailable to the body, and you don't have to consume as much, 3/4 of an ounce as opposed to 6, 7, 8 ounces. So what you're looking at, instead of $7 to $12 a day, where the massive success was proven and created with those other 3 companies, XFuse launched their 7 Plus product, which is 7 superfoods combined at under $2 a day. Now, just like W. Clement's story, hey, it proved his theory correct. It sent XFuse to making lots of money globally, and that's what really launched XFuse. But they didn't stop the 7 Plus product. But realistically, what does this product do? And who's the market for? I mean, it's great to have all these ingredients. It's great to be health, but let's talk about it from a money standpoint. Something that we can all grasp our minds on and kind of figure out how to get a percentage of that big income pie that we're chasing. If you turn on a television set, the baby boomers, the largest spending power on the planet, where are they spending their money? You'll watch a program on TV, you can't see one without the commercials for the latest and greatest pill that's full of side effects, and it's not a cure. And it's often got side effects that are worse than the condition the pill's being taken, and the boomers are spending $10 to $30 per day on these pills. What does 7 Plus products do? They provide the body with the raw materials so the body can repair, regenerate, rejuvenate, repair itself on a single cellular basis in every single cell of its body. It gives the body all the phytonutrients it needs, and it naturally fights off inflammation, and it naturally gets rid of free radicals, the most potent ingredients on the planet to eliminate those two circumstances. Now, I can't make any claims of cure or anything, but that's pretty powerful at $2 a day versus the other 7. What did this product do for me personally? In 79 days' time, I noticed that my cholesterol went down from 586 to 127. I could breathe a lot easier. The rheumatoid arthritis, the swelling went down by 80%. So did the pain level. My sleep went from 2 to 3 hours a night back to 8. I love our 7 Plus Performance product. It's also approved by the Banned Substance Control Group. A lot of professional athletes use this to recover from injuries faster, recover from workouts faster, keep their bodies in the most peak condition. You'd be shocked at what these products can do for you. Did the X-Fuse stop there? No, 7 Plus is just where they got started, folks. But here's the beautiful thing. If you like that 7 Plus product and you refer it to 4 other people, yours becomes free for the life of that account. Isn't that amazing? Somebody says, no, I'm not interested in a business, but I don't want those pills, and I want a natural solution. I can't call a cure either, but it just makes more sense to me. At least it's good for my body. So when they become a consumer, that's $10 or more per month per product for the life of that account, without needing 2,000 distributors underneath you, without needing thousands of dollars in volume underneath you. And that's just one of the 7 ways of weekly pay that we're talking about, not counting the monthly residuals this company has to offer, with the highest paying pay plan in the entire consumable product industry. So we're getting into some meat and potatoes here, folks. Next, X-Fuse jumped into the energy drink market. Why? Well, take a look at this. Several $billion a year, $9 billion a year to be exact. What was the problem? Well, turn on the news and look what's happening to our children. Is this something that you want to see continue? Well, neither did X-Fuse, so it wasn't hard. We'll just come up with a liquid, food-based form energy drink that's also a hydration booster with no added junk, nothing that's not supposed to be in it, completely good for the body, tastes delicious, it works in seconds, and lasts for hours. You can't ask for better than Greenzilla. Now, if you're over 35 like I am, sometimes you'll find yourself in the middle of the night with those awful cramps, you know, the ones that shoot you out of bed in pain. They hurt so bad you're doing the dance. Sometimes it's in your back, sometimes it's in your feet, sometimes it's in your arms, back of your neck. A lot of those cramps, folks, come because we don't drink as much water as we need to. We get dehydrated. So if you want to solve that problem, Greenzilla is great for that. Now let's look at the W. Clement Stone factor with Greenzilla. Look at the energy drink prices. The #1 selling one on the market's $1.50. People are drinking 3, 4, and 5 of those a day. Some of them are as high as $3 to $5 to $7 a piece. Greenzilla, 29 cents a serving. Delicious, works, good for you. Oh boy, what a home run. And a lot of people have had success with our company, with our proven income system, been able to go on a full-time income on part-time efforts in 90 days, simply following our Road to Gold training. Road to Gold training. Let me get that out properly, folks. It's kind of nice to have things that are proven and that works. Next, we've got Shapeweigh. If you look at it from a standpoint of where's the money at, well, think about it this way. 3 out of 5 Americans, folks, are overweight. 90% of the weight loss stuff that's sold on the market doesn't work properly because it's not natural. What X-Fuse did was looked at a company that went from $2 million to $50 million a month in 18 months' time with a meal replacement shake. So what can X-Fuse do to make sure our distributors can create that kind of success? Well, let's make sure it's got all good ingredients. Let's eliminate the soy and the sucralose because they're proven to be not so healthy for the body. Let's make sure there's 100% of the body's vitamins and minerals in this shake. And then let's add ingredients that you can do a Google search on. How about Garcinia cambogia? How about raspberry ketones? How about chromium picolinate? Do a Google search on those 3 ingredients. They're the most sought after in the weight loss industry. Add to that your basic proteins, whey protein isolates, whey protein concentrates. How about colostrum protein that's known to enhance your immune system because it's the protein complex that's found in mother's breast milk. These are great things to have in a completely delicious shake. Add to that a complete matrix of fibers, both soluble and insoluble. You can't go wrong with a combination like that at less than $3 a meal. That's completely nutritionally balanced. Now, folks, take the 4 basic food groups, put them on a plate, don't even prepare the meal. The cost of just those 4 basic food groups is an average of $12 to $15, depending on what state or city that you live in. On the low side of 12, if you subtract the $3 you save from 12, that saves you $9 a day by using Shapeways, simply transferring your spending from one meal to better nutrition for less money. That's even more convenient in a delicious shake. When you're saving $9 a day, that's $270 a month you got for operating expenses for your home business. Think about what I'm saying. Who doesn't need an extra $270 a month? Now, when you find 4 people that like that shake, yours becomes free for the life of that account. Now, how much are you saving a month on the food bill? It's quite a bit of savings. What are you doing? Putting good stuff on your body. You're transferring your spending to better for less money. It just makes sense. It's just a solution. And when you can get paid, folks, to have solutions for the masses, it's a beautiful place to be in. Are you following what I'm saying? Now, let's look at the next product, coffee. If you look at McDonald's, they're the most successful industry in the franchise history. Billions served daily. That should be a big clue. That's where the money's at. What would cause a place like McDonald's to turn around and revamp all their marketing to what? McCafe. Look at Dunkin' Donuts. They've redone theirs. Look at Subway. They've redone theirs. Everybody's turning to coffee because of this little company called Starbucks that made a dent in the coffee market. They should call it $5, according to a friend of mine named Corey online. Hey, $5 is about what it costs for a drink at Starbucks. Now, people are drinking 3, 4, and 5 of those a day. And think about what lattes do to the body. They're full of sugar. They're full of all these syrups, all these ingredients, all these preservatives that really, they destroy the immune system. So when you can get coffee that tastes really good, that's completely healthy for the body, it's got Garcinia cambogia in it, it's made from the green coffee bean, it's got raspberry ketones in it, and a mushroom I'm not sure I can pronounce. I had to write it down. Ganoderma mushroom. You can do a Google search on it. It's supposed to be very powerful. Now, this coffee tastes absolutely delicious. The price under $3, it's under $2 a cup compared to what? $5 at Starbucks? Who doesn't need to save $3? What? 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day? At $18 a day, folks. That's a lot of savings when you do that. Times $18 a day. Remember, we did $9 a day is $270. That's over $500 a month in savings just by having good, healthy coffee. Now, who doesn't want to drink coffee? Look at it from a business standpoint. If they don't want a home business, maybe they'll redirect their spending with coffee. And there's some potential with the income here. Are you following what I'm saying? Think about it. Most of the time you got a home business to offer them. They don't want a home business, you're out of luck. Well, if they don't want a home business with X-Fuse, there's 3 products here that bring solution to the everyday person's life. Who doesn't need to save money? Who doesn't want to enjoy the benefits of what these products have to offer? And when they're second to none on the market health-wise with clinical testing and university studies from places like Georgetown, folks, where can you go wrong with that? Let me show you where the money's at, okay? The highest paying pay plan in the industry today, with up to 7 ways a week in commissions plus monthly residuals. Aside from the money, what are we going to do to make the money? Now, whether you're building XFuse or whatever company you're working with, what I'm about to share with you is a proven method. I learned it when on my 21st birthday, which was 20 years ago, from the leading orthopedic surgeon in the nation at the time. His name was Fred Davis. He was the #1 orthopedic surgeon in the entire nation. Most sought after in the world. Kind of a busy guy. And here I was at 21 years old learning from this guy because he was making millions of dollars with his home business. So I'm at a home business plan learning from this man who doesn't have the excuse, I don't have time. He's a surgeon, #1, most sought after. And he shared with me, when you want to secure your family bad enough, Earl, you'll work hard enough to make it happen. You don't listen to what the masses say because they never know what's going on. But when you want something bad enough, you go after it. He says, look at what I'm doing. And he was making millions of dollars on top of his surgical career. And he had time to build this business. He's the one that taught me. What am I going to teach you? I'm going to teach you how to roll up your sleeves and do your dirty 30. What's it going to cost you to get started with all of these endeavors that I'm talking to you about, folks? If I told you that it would cost you less than $2,000 to get started with all 3 of them, and the operating expenses each month were under $400, and the potential weekly income at the end of putting in your 90 days to lay in that foundation is thousands of dollars per week, that would be something well worth your while. And being realistic with you folks, that's about where it's at. You can talk to me in person or over the phone, and we'll figure out which way is the best way to get you started with these projects if you like what you've seen tonight. Hopefully you should, because all I've shared with you is truthful facts. Here's how to make the big bucks, folks. We're going to call it rolling up your sleeves and doing your dirty 30. There's no such thing as something for nothing. But this is a work habit that surgeon taught me, that you can find the time to do 1 hour a day, 5 days a week, to set your family free for life by doing that for 2 years. And if you do that, you'd be shocked at what's going to happen. I'm going to show you a 90-day layout. Now, let's take a look. Your first 45 days, what are you going to do? You're going to do 30 proper exposures with solution prospecting. You're not going to go out there and tell people, I've got the greatest business opportunity in the world, you just got to see it. No, 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 no. You let them bring up a problem that your business has the opportunity to solve, and ask them, how serious are you about solving that problem? I've got this time or this time available to show you that solution. That's how you do it. And when you properly expose your business 30 times in that 45 days, you're going to find 5 people that want to roll up their sleeves and do their dirty 30. Now you're going to start your second 45 days. Could you do 1 a day for 30 days and do this 7 days a week? Absolutely. And some people do. I give God 1 day a week and my family 1 day a week. I only like to work 5 days a week. That's my preference. I've seen millions of dollars earned that way. Why should I change something that works? So let's take a look. Your second dirty 30 is your second 45 days. Now we've laid in a 90-day foundation. Eric Worre, most popular trainer in network marketing, says lay in a 90-day foundation. This is where you're going to do it again. You do your second dirty 30, you got 5 more. You got 5 from last month that went out and got their 5 each. That brings in 25 more. So you've got a total of 10. At the end of that 90 days, you've laid in a really good foundation, and what's going to happen at the end of that 90 days, you go out to do your dirty 30. And what do you got? You went out and got 5 more. And you've got a total of 10 now that go out and get 5 from the first 2 dirty 30s. That's 50. Now, you add that 50 to the 25 from last month that went out and got their 5. That's 125. Total's 175 with your 580 on your whole team. And what did it cost you? 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. I'm giving you a presentation in a little less than a half an hour time on 3 companies at once. Look at the power behind what I'm showing you. Folks, there's 3 income streams. 2 really good tools that are solutions to all entrepreneurs. And whether you're a network marketer with XFuse or not, maybe you can't join XFuse because you're working a different network marketing company, but why wouldn't you want to use the products that are going to allow you to be around for your children longer? Why wouldn't you want to use a product that's going to put more money in your business account? That's what XFuse products do. They bring solutions to the masses and pay you money. Folks, I hope you like everything you've seen with the homebusinesshelper.com. It really is 3 residual income streams, 3 complete solutions, all in one place. Myself, I normally charge $97 an hour for coaching. If you're on my team with any of these companies, I coach you free of charge. I'll walk you through the process of helping you create the success you deserve. The question to ask yourself is, are you willing to commit in your dirty 30? Are you willing to roll up your sleeves and go to work with proven methods of operation with 3 companies in one place and really put yourself in a positive position? Folks, you deserve success. Thank you for taking time to see what's available for you. God bless you, and we look forward to hearing you next week or seeing you next week on next Tuesday's Servants Team Home Business Helper Overview. Thank you for joining us. And folks, one last thing real quick before I stop this broadcast. I want you to think about something. There's one thing that all multimillionaires have in common. All of these high-dollar earners have one thing in common as entrepreneurs. They are able to recognize opportunity when they see it and act on it now. The ones that procrastinate miss the opportunity. Do not procrastinate. Look, right now, not even 10% of America even knows these companies exist. They're all new. You are positioned so beautifully to create success. I mean, we're going from the 10% market domination to the 80%. That's where more money's ever created. 3 places to create the income with in one spot with help each step of the way. God bless you. Please keep our nation's leaders in your prayers. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.